Larry, we finally getting you off the OG LTZs today.
What's going on, guys? Super excited for today's video, but also a little bit sad because you might have seen in the last video we installed the leveling kit on Larry. Well, it has about this much clearance getting out of the basement on the little 32-inch tall tires. Well, I'm sure you can tell by title and thumbnail, we are finally putting a new wheel and tire setup on here, which I'm super excited to see how Larry looks. But also, it's not going to fit inside anymore, which makes me sad. Can you believe it? We are down to one truck that is actually going to be able to be pulled inside. We're just turning into a lifted truck channel over here. Crazy. With that said, back this thing out for the last time. Show y'all what we're going to be doing today.
So I haven't quite got our dedicated setup finalized yet, but I wanted to go ahead and get a setup on Larry. So I ordered some new adapters we're going to be putting on the Denali Reps and Geolanders. So currently we have the 5 to 6 lug adapters. Going to be swapping them out for the 5 to 8 lug adapters. These are the EZ accessory wheel adapters. I'll have a link to them in the description. People are always asking where I got them, what I'm using. That's what I'm using right here. So let's go ahead and pop these off, get these on. You can throw these babies on there and see Larry for the first time since we've done a lot of changes with the setup. There is no better feeling this time of the year than when a cloud covers that sun up. Good gracious, it just dropped like, it feels like 20 degrees just by having a freaking cloud. I will take it. So if you're also installing these adapters on your truck, you got to cut your studs down and you want to make 100% sure that you cut them far enough down to where they are not sticking out at all past this first plate. Because when you bolt up that second one, if one of these studs is sticking out a little bit too far, it could lead to a failure, which would be super, super bad. So look straight down over it, make sure, spin it around all over, make sure those studs are not sticking out at all. You'll see on here how you have to line these up. There's 2 down here closed and then these 4 up here. Same way on here, just line those up. Only difference I found between this and the original, the other 6 lug one, is on this one there is these little dimple things, hang on. These alignment pins, I feel like those are actually kind of nice to have and they're not on these. Same company, I think, actually I know. So that's kind of weird. I would have liked these to have this as well. I just feel like that's added security, just having that, whatever that's called. Oh yeah, it's gonna look sick. This is definitely going to be one of the spots that me and Knox come fish at for our video because there is so many brim in here. It's absolutely crazy. I see like 50 of them right now. Saw some weird looking carp too. There's also, ooh, is that bass? Is that bass? Y'all probably can't see it with the reflection. It is a bass. There he is, there he is, there he is. You see him? Yeah. It's also something scooting along the bottom. Bubbles are coming up and then clumps of this moss is popping up. Probably some big old turtles in here as well. But for what y'all came for, layer bear on the denali reps and geolanders, I think it looks freaking sweet. It's not my favorite setup Larry's ever had because I think this wheel is a little too busy for Larry's body style. When I say busy, I mean just like all the different spokes, all the sharp angles and everything, and then Larry's, you know, just this big old round truck, a little jelly bean. But yeah, it looks good. 35s definitely do look small on here. It definitely needs some 37s, which, like I said, we are working on Larry's dedicated setup. It's in the works, y'all. Just got to be patient. But I wanted to see what these look like on here, and I think it looks freaking sweet. Rides like complete butt crack at about 40 miles an hour for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it's one of these front wheels are not balanced properly, and maybe I had them on the back of the Duramax and didn't notice it, or maybe these adapters are freaking throwing it off like crazy. Either way, it's not great at about 40. Starting off, it's decent, then it gets worse till about 45, and then it starts smoothing out the faster you go. Ended up not doing any spacers on the rear because I didn't have any more. I didn't have enough lug nuts. It'd probably be perfect with the 1.5 inch that I actually have, the 8 lug, to be perfect with the front, but it's not off enough to where it looks too weird. Oh, it's so freaking hot. I'm just pouring sweat. Also, a very controversial topic on the video where we put the leveling kit on here. Do we raise the rear? I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some factory shackles so we can bring it up at least 2 inches. It's still gonna be a little high in the front, which is fine. Y'all know I like a little baby squat, but I mean, it looks all right. It's a little much for me. This look is more suited for wides. Like if it had some wides on here, I think it'd look better. Yeah, I mean, I love it. It looks great. If enough of y'all want me to keep it like this, then I will. But definitely leave me some feedback, and definitely like the video if you want more Larry content. It's either going to be a Larry video every week, or maybe there'll be a week where it's a Betty video instead of a Larry. Probably going to be all on Sundays. Either way, just trying to keep the content rolling. And we got a few things lined up for Larry Bear coming soon. So yeah, about to get some B-roll footage, which y'all have already seen. Hopefully it was cool. And with that said, we about to roll the windows down and hit the dirt road. So with that said, hopefully y'all did enjoy. Comment down below. Check out some more videos in the playlist down below. And I will see y'all in the next video.